Okay, we're on version 0.38 of IDIGBEST software. So we're going to kind of give a run through of how this works, and we're going to work on some other stuff here. First thing is, just in general, this is the mouse, up, down arrows, enter button in the middle. This is your menu. It looks like a scroll. This little house right here is to go back home. This is the home page. These two arrows with the center 0 means to zero it. So if you have a number you want to get it to 0, you get it to 0. This right here is the for grade to change your offset. So if you're into laser mode, it'll give you simply the offset of the grade pull when you hit it. We call it the green button. Turns things green, tells you the difference. You can zero it out like that, and you can always hit enter. So we're going to go back into just regular mode. This right here is your machine number 6, bucket number 1. If you highlight it, the information screen right here will tell you this is the test bucket. You can go up and down to change machines. You can see some different machines we have in here. Going back to this one right here, which is our test. It's just for me and a sensor to work. Enter. Always gets rid of your red flashing light. You gotta get rid of the red flashing. Next one's X-ray vision. You just hit it to go in. Next one's speaker sound, and you can hold it down to turn LEDs off. And the next one is your Y slope. If you want to change slope or put profiles in, dig a truck dock, dig a pool, or slope to set your sewer main, or flat. Right now, at the top corner, you can see this says horizontal. That means if you go into automation, it'll be digging horizontal. That can change very simply with match grade, which will match the grade that's here, which is the Y grade. You can match that grade automatically with automation. Hit the enter button anytime, it'll turn green. Your automation is on. It tells you in here how this is your throttle, how fast it's going. This is if you're using guide, or it'll guide itself to grade. It's in dig mode. It could be in tilt mode if you turn on tilt button. You do that by each one of these 6 buttons, match these. So you hit the button here, it turns tilt green, tilts on, hit it, turn it back off. Top corner guide, turn guide on, turn it back off. Limit is we leave it's red because you have no limit, so you can set a limit to how far away the automation works. Remember, green bucket's automation. And boom, boom's on. That's for your flex. You turn that off, it's back off, but this is to control main boom. See, the flex is on. So we're going to match the grade here and go. So you can see right when it's at the right angle. This right here is the it's got to go down 16 degrees, 12 degrees to get to flat, and to go this way, it's got to go up, or you have to curl the bucket in to get to flat grade right there. You can see it. Anytime I hit this, it turns automation off. It's back to yellow bucket. That's when you're not steering. That's for manual automation. Manual automation means you're steering it yourself. Zeros across here. This is your elevation up and down. So you can see as my bucket gets above the ground, I'm an inch or 2. This is the fine line. This is 1/4 inch between each mark. Reach is the R here. This is how far away the bucket is. You can set any distance, positive, negative. Y is your slope. So if I change the slope, this would angle either way. I could match the grade. To get rid of the match grade, I can set it just a flat, horizontal. Anything I want to dig horizontal, vertical, whatever I want. This is your bubble. This tells you how your tracks are sitting on the ground, how your chassis is as you turn. Also give you the way your bucket's leaning left and right. With tilt buckets, you get a lot more information. The M there is for memories. You can put up to 9 or 10 memory grades to, let's say you're digging footings or something. Maybe number 1 is 8-inch steps, and number 2 is 16-inch and 24. You can put in inches, whatever. When you switch your scale to your different scales like metric or tenths, it'll convert for you automatically. So we're going to go into the menu button. It looks like a scroll. We're going to just talk about the menu options real quick. I'm going to go to the bottom one first, about. If you hit that, it tells you what version you have right now. Go back home. That'll take you back to the next screen. To hit home again, take you to the home screen. Hit the menu, going back. Brightness, obviously hit enter. You got 1 through 10, how bright you want it. Length, you can enter. You can go up or down. Feet, metric. Feet is tenths, and feet, inches. Feet, eyes, inches. Graphics, you can change colors. Suggest you don't, because we have colors working with the computer. Clock settings, alarm, beeps. You can turn beeps on so that every time you hit a key, it beeps so you know you hit it. external LEDs on the bucket. So you've got your external LEDs, which are off when you're above grade, on solid when you're on grade, and flicker when you're below grade. You can turn those off if they're too bright or something. Bucket point, right now we have it set on center. If you hit enter, you can change it from center to left, right, side of bucket. Normally you keep it on center, but if you got a 10-foot wide bucket, you want to know what grade is on one side or the other, that's how you do it. Enable X, this is X-axis, that's for tilt buckets. Bubble level, this is that you saw on the screen where it shows your chassis. You can turn that off and you'll see your bucket then left and right, which most time you can see your bucket, but for underwater and everything, you're going to want to see it. Grade MIMS, this is you've got memories in the top left corner where you saw it said horizontal. I'll go there real quick just to make that easy. You see it says horizontal there. If you turn the MIMS on, memories, you can flip and it'll say memory 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up to 6 memories to set the angle of your bucket. So let's say you're digging a downhill slope of 3 to 1 or an uphill slope of 3 to 1 or something, or here's your angle. You can set that so when you hit memory, it's always there. Pretty simple. Back to our main menu here. Going on down, we've got flat bucket beeping. You heard that, up to 2 degrees offset to shut that beeping off. When I hit it, you heard a beep and flash. I can shut it off by putting it to 0. So dump per inch. This has to do with the guide system. If you buy the gyro systems for the whole system and you upgrade, you use guide. You saw that on the other screen, turning guide on and off. Guide is where it will guide the bucket. So the percent per inch of dumping is basically dumping to grade or going to grade, how extreme you want it to react. So that's how that works, and more on that later on.